Alright, about 2 months ago I changed my spark plugs from the original OEM that came with this. This is a 2007 Chevy Silverado 4.8 liter. It had the AC Delco iridium plugs in there, and the guy at AutoZone told me to put platinum Bosch in there so that it wouldn't make any difference. And I also changed the wires out. That's why they don't look like the stock ones, which were red. But the Bosch ended up causing erratic at best starts, and you can feel a little bit of missing whenever it's idling and whenever you're accelerating, and also you can really feel it missing whenever you're if you're in the fourth overdrive gear and you try to give it a little gas, not a lot, just a little. You could feel vibrations coming out of it. So I'm gonna put the AC Delcos back in, and I'm just going to show you pretty much how to change the spark plug. I'll just show you this first one because it would be a really long video if I showed you them all. So I've already let this cool down probably for about 30 minutes. Came home and had some lunch and watched a little bit of TV. So I'm going to set this as best as I can. Alright, so I pulled off the boot of the spark plug. You can see it down there. And the actual spark plug is right there. I don't know if you can see the tip of it or not. So I'm going to set it right here, and hopefully you can see what's going on here without me knocking over the camera. Once you break it, you should be able to just take that off and spin it with your hand. Shouldn't have to put too much force on this because it shouldn't be that tight in the first place. And it just comes right out like that. So this is the Bosch Platinum plug. It's got a ceramic tip. I don't know if you can see there. It's not focusing very well, but not very used. It's not really what a spark plug should look like after about 4,000 miles. So, and with the next one, you just pretty much screw them back in same way they came. Make sure you try to adhere by the same tightness if you can. These were pre-gapped. I checked them at the store at a 0.04. If not, make sure you get you a gapper. It looks like that. So these are the these are the AC Delco, yeah, anyway. Iridium tips on there. Not very good camera for the focus, is it? Alright, so what I like to do is I just get it started down there with my fingers. There we go. Started. Tighten it as much as I can with my fingers. It'll be much faster than trying to tighten it completely down with a wrench. This camera's got a really sensitive start recording and stop recording button, so forgive me if there's a lot of breaks in the video. So now, I'm just going to tighten this one in. Again, it doesn't have to be very tight. Well, let me stress that. It has to be tight, but don't try to tighten it with all the life of you. Otherwise you'll end up stripping it out or breaking something. So that was one plug right there. If only they were all that easy. The farther back I go, more difficult it gets. But it sure as hell beats paying somebody at an auto shop $150 to do this, when the parts are only about $60. 8 plugs for me is $60, or about $7 a plug, because GM uses a iridium plug. So, alright, just let me know what you think. If I missed something, somebody let me know and I'll update the video. Alright, so I got all 8 of them in. It's been probably about 45 minutes, to be completely honest with you. Cleaned everything up, got everything plugged back in. You can see that. On this motor, the hardest ones would probably be this first one right there, because you got all these hoses in the way. And then definitely that, I don't know if you can see it back there, but there's a back one. It wasn't very fun to get to. So I'm just going to start it up and show you what it does. Probably need the keys out of my pocket. Might be helpful. What do y'all think? Okay, as you can see, there's no lights popping up, nothing. Started up good. Trying to see if I feel the little mist that I felt before. If nothing else, it's better. I think I might still feel a little something, but it's better. I've been having some issues with the GM piston slap. Every once in a while I hear something that sounds like that. It might be the belt though. Belt's original, almost 70,000 miles. Probably need to replace that. I change the oil routinely every 3,500 miles. 3,000 to 3,500. It's a new battery. That's about it though on this. Had a transmission seal leak probably about 2 years ago. It was a front pump seal. GM fixed it under warranty. Other than that, everything else is still stock the same. Except for the spark plugs now. This is the 3rd set it's had. But the last set only had about 2,000, and I probably changed the first set a little soon. But it sounds a lot better than it was. It really does. It sounds like, more like the Chevy GM 4.8 liter. Before it was sounding kind of really throaty. I don't think those Bosch plugs were the best. Let me know what your experiences are, or what you think, or whatever. Don't say anything for all I care. So have a good